This is the series of videos Practice Portuguese Now with shadowing exercises. And as we did before, I will again explain every single sound modification native speakers do when speaking Portuguese. So the goal is that you try to copy or to imitate my pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. So let's do it. First, listen and then try to repeat after me. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. Alright? Now let's start by noticing some patterns, sounds, and stress. So first, let's see the words I pronounce with more stress. So the words I underlined are the words that I stressed a little bit more in the sentence. So they are a little bit louder in pitch, and also I pronounce them a little bit slower than other words. And this is because I'm emphasizing some words and not others. Now let's start by checking the words or the sounds that we modify. Essa is fine. We didn't change anything in this first word. But in the second word, we do have a modification. We say noite. So the part in red is how it's written, so we don't really pronounce it like that. And the part in green indicates the sound, represents the sound. So the first thing is that we don't pronounce the T as T. T. We pronounce as chi, chi. And the letter E is not pronounced as E, but as I. So we don't say noite, but we say noite, noite. And this is really common, and many parts in Brazil will pronounce it like that. Even though there are some accents that would say noite, but it's more in the south of Brazil, and the rest, probably everyone will say noite. The next word is eu. And this one, I don't think we make any modifications, right? It's just as it is in writing. The next word is dormir, but we most of the times will pronounce the letter O as U there. So we will say dormir. So let's say the sentence until now. Essa noite eu dormi. In the next word, we also have a modification. It's written as muito, but we don't pronounce it like that. Nobody will say it like that. We will say muito, muito. It's like we add an N sound after the I before the T, and this is really common. And please note as well that the word muito is ending in O. So the pronunciation of O at the end of words becomes U. Muito. And the next word is mal. Even though we have the letter L at the end of the word, we will pronounce it as U. And this is really common for all words ending in L. Next, so in the word por, many people may say por. Again, the letter O sometimes is pronounced as U. You can say por or pour. Doesn't matter. Another nice phenomenon is that similar to French, when we have the liaison, we also have in here this connection between the R and vowels that come after it. So we will say por isso. So the R and I are connected. Next words, it's very common that instead of saying estou, we say tô. It's a bit informal, but it's so common that even in normal situations, people will say it like that. Next words, when a word ends in the letter E, we pronounce it as I, similar to noite that we discussed. But here, we also have the letter D. And for D, we pronounce it quite often as G, similar to the sound in jungle. So jungle, this sounds that is a mix of D and J, then this is the one you will use here. So whenever you have the preposition de, you will actually in your everyday life pronounce it as G. Now the next word, mal, is already ending in U, so it will be pronounced the same as mal that we saw before with L. It doesn't matter if the spelling is with L or U, you will pronounce the same. Mal, mal. And this is very common that Brazilian native speakers will mix these two words. I think it's mainly because it's pronounced the same, but pay attention that mal with L is an adverb and mal with U is an adjective. All right? Now let's continue with pronunciation, right? That's why you came here for. So the next word is humor, humor, and in all cases, we will not pronounce the letter H at the beginning of words. So it's a silent consonant. And here the word humor ends in R. So you have two options. You can either say humor, so with this R at the end sounding as humor, or, or you can eliminate the letter R and say humo, humo. Many people will do it like that. It sounds a little bit funny, but many people will say it without even noticing it. So it's like whenever you have a letter R at the end, you can completely eliminate it and make the vowel sound that comes before the letter R stronger. Let's read the whole sentence so far. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Okay, now let's continue with the next sentence. And again, we will modify the letter E to sound as I. Espero, not espero, but espero. All right? And something that is really interesting is that in my accent and also in many other parts of Brazil, we have the sh sound for the letter S. Espero, espero. Now, again, we have a word ending in O and we will pronounce it as U, as I said earlier. And the next word is que, but many people will say que, que. Again, letter E at the end of word sounds as I. Eu, again, doesn't change. Consiga, consiga. I don't think we make any modifications in here either. And the next word is dormir. This is the formal pronunciation, let's say. But in the daily life, we will change O to U. So we will say dur, dur. And mir is a verb in the infinitive form. And as I explained in the previous video, whenever we have a verb in the infinitive form, we tend to eliminate the letter R and emphasize the vowel that comes before it. So instead of dormir, we will say dormi, dormi. Now the word melhor, some people may eliminate the R as melhor, but here I think I would pronounce the R. And again, a word starting with H, it will sound as hoje. There's no sound for the consonant H in here. And again, we have the word noite, so we will pronounce as we explained before. Don't worry if it's too much for now. You will get it with time and it will get easier and easier as you practice. All right? Now let's clear this mess a little bit and just write the sentences as we speak. This is not the correct spelling. Don't write like that because it's wrong, but it's easier for you to understand how the sounds work. So I will repeat 3 times and you can repeat after me trying to copy the exact pronunciation. And this is a great time for you to record it. I have done this a lot for the languages I learn and this is really helpful. So first time. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. Second time. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor essa noite. third time. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. Alright, now let's rewrite the sentence as it should be written. And I will say again the sentence 3 times, and you can try to repeat it together with me. 1. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. 2. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. 3. And last time. Essa noite eu dormi muito mal, por isso estou de mau humor. Espero que eu consiga dormir melhor hoje à noite. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you already know what to do. See you next time. Bye!